A claps.
What's up, T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with a new Spill the Tea video. So the Jonathan Majors trial has officially ended. They closed yesterday. So we should be receiving a verdict sometime next week before Christmas. Woo, child, this is a lot, honey. A lot was exposed during the trial. We're going to get into some of the evidence that was brought in on both sides. So we're going to start off with this text message that the prosecuting attorney's side showed in court. And it was a disturbing text message conversation between Jonathan and his then girlfriend, Grace. And this is what was said. Now, mind you, I want to pinpoint that this is a text message conversation that took place between them on September 22nd of last year. Not this year, last year, okay? So, this is from Grace's phone, and Jonathan is in the black and Grace is in the blue. So, Jonathan says to Grace, "It's just fake, and I fear you have no perspective of what could happen if you go to the hospital. They will ask you questions, and as I don't think you actually protect us, it could lead to an investigation even if you do lie and they suspect something." So the beginning part of this is blacked out of Grace's response, but they allowed us to see that "I will tell the doctor I bumped my head if I go. I'm going to give it one more day, but I can't sleep and I need some stronger painkillers. That's all. Why would I want to tell them what really happened when it's clear I want to be with you?" Jonathan then responds, "I feel like you want to be together, as in to not embarrass yourself for everything you said to your friends and family. Last night I considered unaliving myself versus coming home. You said you needed love last night, and I put my feelings aside and tried to give you that. I need love too, or maybe I'm such a monster and horrible man that I don't deserve it and should just unalive myself. This way of existence is miserable. I want to pass away." Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is very incriminating. This does not look good for Jonathan at all, even though it wasn't verbatimly said that he'd put his hands on her. It is most indefinitely implied by both parties. But this is a separate incident from what happened in March of this year. But what the prosecutors are trying to show is that there's a pattern of this type of behavior. So according to this does not let Jonathan look good. And if he was over there putting his hands on that lady, like I said, he needs to be punished for it, because you ain't got no business putting your hands on people. They both sound a little off to me. Very off, very emotional. They both seem like they need help mentally. They both seem like very damaged people to me, that are crying out for help and need help immediately and didn't have no business being with each other. So that's the first piece of evidence that I want to show you. Another bit of evidence that I want to show is a recorded conversation that Grace secretly recorded. Her and Jonathan were having a conversation where he was upset with her about coming home very inebriated and drunk, and she secretly recorded this conversation. Let's take a listen to it.
This is actually, period. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Do you really though, baby? Do you really?
Yes.
Then how dare you come home drunk and disturb the peace of our house when we have a plan? I would like to get to the point where your friends know what job I'm on and go, "I think Grace is gonna be out of commission." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I won't.
No, you understand that? Because that team, that unit, right? Grace has to be in a certain mindset to support Coretta Scott King. You know who that is? That's Martin Luther King's wife. Michelle Obama. Barack Obama's wife.
I know, I'm not. I shouldn't have gone out. I'm sorry.
Let me just lay it out for you, right? If I'm just gonna say this. My temper, my shit, my trauma, blah, all that said, right? And I'm not saying I'm a great man, a great man. I am doing great things, not just for me, but for my culture and for the world. That is actually the position I'm in. That's real. I'm not being a dick about it. I didn't ask for it. I've worked, and that's the situation. The woman that supports me, that I support, that needs to be a great woman and make sacrifices the way that man is making for her and for them ultimately.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, this conversation, to me, the blogs and news outlets and things, and of course, even her attorneys tried to blow it up like he was yelling at her and scolding her and belittling her and being controlling and this, that, and the third. No, to me, it sounded like a grown adult man telling his girlfriend at the time, you know, the job that I do, that I need peace in my home. I'm over here trying to get mentally prepared or whatever the case may be. And here you go coming in the house drunk and inebriated. Obviously, this wasn't the first time. Anybody that deals with drunk people and you're sober knows how annoying and taxing that is. I've been there, done that with an ex that drank a lot and having to deal with the aftermath of that. Don't nobody have time for that, especially in the middle of the night. You trying to sleep, trying to rest. People coming in the house being all loud, belligerent, or whatever the case may be. So to me, it sounded like a man just trying to get his woman to not only respect herself, but their home and what they got going on. Now, the part where he lost me was when he was trying to use Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama as examples of how to act like a lady, pretty much. That's what he was trying to get at, but it was like, sir, how you gonna try to teach this white foreign woman how to act like a lady and a woman and live in righteousness by trying to uphold her to powerful black women? Like, sir, you should have just been with a black woman. But okay, you are now, but whatever. But I felt what he was saying. Like, how dare you come and disturb the peace in our home? I need a woman that's gonna take care of me and hold me down just like I'm trying to hold you down. Nowhere, shape, or form was he yelling at her or anything like that. And knowing that she was secretly recording that phone call, I mean, that conversation when she cries, I'm sorry, I won't go out anymore. To me, that was performative, trying to make it seem like he's controlling her and make it seem like he doesn't want her to go out or whatever, typical abusive behavior. But he negated that. He was like, no, because it's not about that. It's about you coming home drunk. So to me, knowing that she could have led the conversation in a lot of ways because she was recording him without him knowing, to me, that isn't really good proof for me. I'm just going to be honest. But y'all let me know how y'all felt about hearing that conversation. Now, the next bit of evidence that was displayed in court was the actual footage of the altercation that happened between them in March of 2023. They released the full surveillance cameras from that area footage, and let's take a look. So as I look at that video footage, from what I see is they're stopped at a red light. Jonathan has hopped out of the car. She's trying to follow him. He, to me, is trying to push her back into the vehicle and depart from her, but she's fighting him back. He then lets go, turns his back. She's following him, grabbing him. He swings his arm to get loose of her and breaks off sprinting. And she follows him, sprinting behind him for blocks, even to the point of her almost getting hit by a car. She's chasing after him. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you. If somebody had just lacerated my ear, broke my finger, and put his hands on me and allegedly, choked me, I wouldn't be chasing them for blocks. I'm going to be honest with you. That's weird to me. I want to point out that the driver that was driving them that night testified in court that he did not see Jonathan strike her. He was under the assumption that she was the one striking him. Okay? The story that she gave in court about the injuries that she received were very confusing, which to me gives away that she was lying. She tells one thing and then in another instance she says another, blah, 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 blah. Like, it was just a mess. It was just a mess. So for me, after hearing and seeing everything that I've heard and seen, I think that there were instances in this relationship where it got out of hand, out of control, and physical assault was made, which is 100% not okay. Not okay under any circumstance. I think that both of them are emotionally immature people. I think that they're both manipulative people. And I think both of them need help. He even admitted that he has a temper. You can tell she's a conniving person as well. But as far as this incident that happened in March, I still firmly believe that he did not touch her that time. But that does not excuse whatever happened between them in the past. But for this case, which is what it is focused on, he did not do anything to that girl from what I'm seeing. But like I've said so many times, what goes on in the dark shall come to the light, and karma is a bee. So you did something in the past, maybe you on the straight and narrow now, it's still going to come back to haunt you and bite you. It still is. It's always going to come back up. It is. So at this point, it's all up to the jurors. They said that Megan and Jonathan cried as the closing arguments were made. This whole situation for all parties involved is just really unfortunate for everybody. I still think, and I hate to say this, because I hate to say it, but we've seen so many white actors do way worse and still get rewarded, still get their careers. And I still do believe that he deserves a shot at his career. He was just on the cusp of being one of the biggest black actors, out. I still hope and pray that Disney doesn't release him as Kang, especially after all of this footage and everything has come out. But then again, like I said, the other stuff that came out doesn't make him look good. I don't know. It's very hard for me to say if he deserves another chance, if he doesn't, because I don't condone a lot of things that I've seen and heard. I don't know. It's just so conflicting for me. Before I get out of here, you guys, I want to let you know that next Wednesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time, I will be dropping my exclusive interview with Basketball Wives reality star Danielle from Basketball Wives Orlando, baby. This interview, you guys, was 10 times better than my interview with Kiki Jabbar from Love and Marriage Huntsville, and y'all know how lit that interview was. You do not want to miss this 2-part interview, honey. Okay, mark your calendars next Wednesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time right here on the Color Me Pynk channel. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me know down below in the comment section what y'all think about all of this Jonathan Majors mess, honey. Let's talk about it. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.